The time for talk is over. It's time for the team to pitch their ideas to the CEO of Hertz, Mark Frisora.
We're going to sell Mark on these ideas that we like, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll turn to Michael and ask you to talk about, is Connect a product line or a business? We'll turn to David. Step one will be IT and putting in a very high priority. Griff, we're going to give you the hard job of talking about the role of the leader of the business. And you'll talk about what you think you need to make this happen. If you're not aggressive enough, I will jump in and push you.
Okay, hello everyone, how'd it go?
The conversation from our standpoint was that this is an opportunity that we're not going after aggressively enough. But what we plan on doing, Mark, is to take this terrific team of yours and have them comment on some conclusions that we reached. So we're just telling you, if you want to make this a success, these are some of the things we would recommend we go do.
Mark, one of the things that came to light as we were going through the discussion was thinking about this as a global business versus just a global product line.
What was the team consensus? Was it to be a global business or to be a product line?
Global business. And that led us to a very different thought about how to start to resource the business.
We want to resource it so you're successful. We're not in this to lose the game.
Fleet management software is currently not a high priority, and we want to move it up the priority ladder.
Right now, there's practically no technical support for that. It's all being done manually. And we're now at a point where, in order to support Griff properly moving into the next phase of this, he probably needs a dedicated person who's going to manage the project.
If, in fact, you're not getting support in fleet or IT, and we need dedicated resources, I'm more than willing to fund that.
We had a lot of discussion, Mark, about the leader of this business. We need somebody to run Connect. So, Griff, here's your shot.
I didn't think I was going to have a sort of a job interview, and that's what it sort of turned into.
I think everybody was a little bit nervous because you never know what's going to happen.
Well, plain and simple, Mark, nobody in the world knows this business better than I do. I need to own the P&L on both sides of the pond. I want the responsibility. I have the passion to do this. And if you put me in charge of this thing globally, there will be a reward.
That's classic Griff. And, you know, he's very passionate about everything he does. And, you know, I wouldn't want him any different.
Is that guy good enough?
From what I can tell, he may be. But what we typically will do is go through a formal process. We interview candidates for it. He would be a top candidate, obviously.
Mark decides there should be a global CEO of Connect. Mark will decide who the global leader of Connect should be.
In general, you know, we're looking for people that are passionate about what they do, and Griff is clearly passionate about what he does.
That was a tough job we gave Griff.
Okay, good. But the issue is to have a global business unit.
Great.
And I think having that right out the get-go in the next 30 days or so might be something that we'll be prepared to announce.
Terrific.
The next 30 days, it's my responsibility to bug Mark and say, Mark, where are we with these ideas?
Griff sure has the energizing capability to get it launched. How well Griff will manage and build this thing into a big thing will be tested by how much Griff grows. And I can't answer that today.
Perfect.
I believe that Connect is better off today than it was yesterday.
I thought we tackled the real issues and got into the meat of the discussion.
I think it has made us stronger. Once we start to implement his suggestions, I think Connect definitely will be better.
Today, I thought we got it. Today, for me, was as successful a workout as I've seen.
The first thing we did is we debriefed after the meeting and sort of talked about some of these solutions we discussed.
We now have a dedicated IT manager. We've also supplemented that with
some additional business analysis resources, some better support resources.
I immediately the next day had a meeting with my boss and we talked about hiring the logistics manager.
I used to work 1 million hours a day. Now I've switched over to looking at things in the big picture.
Everyone is just more acutely focused on the opportunity at hand, and having spent that time, I think everyone's just that much sharper about where this opportunity can go and how fast we can get there.
This was something that really helped us, and now we're putting these things to work, and we will win now, and I feel more confident than ever that we're going to make that happen.
When you put everybody's brain at the table, you get to a better place. And business is just better when everybody's head is in the game. So I think the name says it all.